So I am able to, I think that I would be able to stand up and do dishes if I didn't have my back problem. Now that I'm losing more weight, if that makes more sense. I feel like I would have more, I feel like I'd be able to walk through a store now that I'm losing more weight if I didn't have my back problem, if that makes more sense. I feel like I'd be able to exercise a little bit better, a little bit more than I am. I am shaking like crazy if I didn't have the back problem. So I started having issues with my shoulder, and I thought I'd heard it somehow at the hotel I was working at before I stopped working there. And so I made an appointment with an orthopedic at Oak Ridge, TOA, and Tennessee Orthopedic Clinic. So I made an appointment with that group, and I started seeing them for my shoulder. Well, come to find out, it's not my shoulder. It was my neck. So I made an appointment, and they did an MRI on my neck. I have some bone spurs and some disc slippage in my neck. So the pain that I was having in my shoulders and tingling going down my arm was coming from my neck, not my shoulder. So the doctor I was referred me to another doctor within their practice to do injections in my neck. So that doctor who did the injection, after he did the injection, I had a follow-up. So the follow-up, I seen him, and he was talking to me, asked me how the injection did, if I felt anything different. And I said I felt different for the first couple of days. But after that, I didn't feel anything different. But I did feel pain going down the other arm, not the right arm. So I don't know what's going on there, but he thinks that I may have carpal tunnel in my hands, which in the contrary does make sense because I've been typing and using computers, and I went to college for healthcare documentation specialist. I can type fast. That's all I've been doing is typing. So it's possible, and I pop my fingers a lot. So it's possible I do have carpal tunnel and some nerve damage. So he ordered a nerve test done on my carpal tunnel. So I have that done. I have that planned out this week and next week. But I was telling him, he said, when did you start having issues? And he was trying to get my backstory because I was just referred to him by the doctor I was seeing when I first started having issues. So I was telling him the issues when they started happening and stuff like that. And I was telling him that in the beginning, I didn't know if it was my shoulder or the tingling that I was having in my arms was from my back. And I started crying because I'm like, sir, I hate to cry, but this is like, I didn't know if it was my back or what, because I have back problems, as you know, from my paperwork. I said, or from my history, I said, I have spondylolisthesis in my back. I said, I didn't know if it was getting worse or if it was from my back or from my neck or my shoulder. I said, I didn't know what it was. I said, it's getting worse. I said, I can't stand up to do anything. I said, I can't sit in the car as long. For me to even drive to the doctor, I feel like I have to stop 12 times just to get out of the car to stand up, because I can't sit long. I can't stand long. I can't lay down long. I can't do anything long. Like, my body is like, I feel like I'm trapped inside my own body. And I said, and the doctor that I seen, he goes, when was the last time you seen a doctor for your back? I said, the last time I seen a doctor for my back, besides my pain clinic, honestly, was 15 years ago. because I'm afraid to go see a doctor over my back. And he asked me why. And I said, because the last doctor that told me anything he told me that I was too fat to be helped, basically. And he goes, what? He was shocked. And he goes, no. He goes, this is the reason why. And let me explain something to you. And he said, and at this point I was bawling my eyes out. He said, let me tell you something. He said, the reason why, he goes, have you ever heard of a screw being stripped? Or you hanging a shelf on a wall and you putting something too heavy on that shelf and that shelf falling and breaking? I'm like, well, of course. And he said, well, it's the same thing with body in the instruments that we use to put in your body. He goes, to be able to fix your back, we have to do a spinal fusion, which in return calls for 2 rods being placed in your back and screws. He said, if we put that in your back right now, the stress of the weight, or if you put more weight on, it could strip those screws. It could break the rods. Who knows what it could do? And I did that. And I'm like, that makes so much sense. And it makes me feel better, because I'm like, it makes weight loss journey that I'm on already. It puts more oomph in my weight loss journey, because I'm like, you know what? That makes so much more sense. That makes me strive to get this weight off. It strives me to do better in this weight loss journey, to want it more, because that's what I need to make all my problems go away. Not all my problems, but the problems that I'm having and I'm crying over every day, because I can't work. I can't work anymore. I'm used to working 80 hours a week at a hotel in hospitality around people all the time. I'm a people person. I'm used to being around people. I'm a happy person. I'm a go-getter, and I'm at home now. I've been at home since July of last year. And because I can't work. I can't work. There's no way. I'm in so much pain. I'm miserable. I'm home now. Like, I don't work anymore. Some people don't want to work. I want to. I miss that going to work and seeing people and seeing the guests that come in all the time at the hotel. I miss that. I love what I have now, but I didn't do it. I'm not working because I don't want to work. I'm not working because I can't work. I'm not able to work. So I have to file for disability for income to support myself and my daughter until I can get my health back together and my back back together, because I can't do anything because of my back. Yes, I'm losing weight, and yes, I'm feeling better about myself, but my pain from my back problem is still not letting me do anything on a daily basis. I have to sit down to cook. I can't stand at the stove to cook. I can't stand to wash dishes. Who? That's normal daily stuff. I cry because I can't do that shit. Who does that? Me. I'm that person. But I wanted to share this story because a lot of people get told they're too fat at the doctor, or you get that doctor that does that, and it's not okay. It's not okay. I did a review on that doctor, and so should you. go do that review on that bad doctor. If you have any questions or just want to